Good morning, everyone. It's Feature Friday. Wah! I actually am really excited that it's Friday today. I don't usually it doesn't matter to me, but for some reason it feels kind of good that we have like the end of this week coming. So, what I wanted to show you today in Feature Friday was some things that I've been working with on. And by the way, if you ever have questions for Pagewheel and you need help right away, that little button in the lower right-hand corner is a live chat. I am generally on the other side of that, so take your chances. What I love about that is it really gives us the pulse of what's actually happening and not just what you guys are willing to say publicly in these live trainings. So anyway, I wanted to show you some things that that you may not have noticed that we've changed. So like true to Feature Friday, some things that we've added throughout the time that you may not have caught. And then some ways that some people are using some of those things for you. So I'm going to share my screen really quickly. Well, quickly is an exaggeration. All right. So this is one of the things that I wanted to notice. So yesterday I was conversing with someone that they're just using this as an opt-in. They're driving it from a website or somewhere else that they're like explaining all of it, in that other location. And so they were wanting this to just be the sign up box. I advise them, and of course it's your choice. That's the good news. You get to choose. I advise them to use our short and sweet sales page. And if you can see that when you come into the sales page or the offer page, you're always going to be defaulted to the digital product, which is our traditional kind of longer form sales page. But you can see we also have short and sweet and coaching call. And so in the short and sweet, there is still an additional section. And what I did was just delete or hit it or delete. In this case, I deleted it. But you could see I could do that to this here also. If she wanted just the offer box down here, you could delete this section. I think that it's always good because you're sending someone to another site that you give them some sort of clarification that, hey, you're in the right place. Because these days people are like being pushed onto links sometimes that are less than desirable. And so just to give them that, hey, remember, here's what you're here for, sign up here, gives them some assurance that, just a second. That you have the ability to, you're in the right place, everything's okay. So this is what I recommended for that. But then also, if you guys are doing like coaching calls, let me share with you that is you can see how this is going to add your face to it. It's going to be a little bit more personal. And you could mix and match this as well, and remember the other thing that you may not think about in this section is you can move these sections up and down. So like if you wanted to just use this at the top, you could bring those others down, you could delete them, you can move these sections around. The other thing that I think a lot of you may have missed is so in this case, you can refresh the sections and it will, and this one doesn't have a ton of choices because it's the coaching call one, but you can refresh that for different choices. And so a lot of you have seen that. What you may not have seen is in this upper section, let me go back up here too. In this upper section, here we are. You could also refresh this section. So you can see right now, it's just the button and the one thing. You can add your logo if you wanted to. It is a small logo. You can add, let's go up to the digital product one because that has a few more suggestions. So you can add your logo and you could also add links here if you want to. So there's different things within the sales page Remember, our goal with these is to start with what we think most of you want and most of you need, and in the fastest way to put it out there. And then, but that if you do not need these things or you do not want these things, then you can just either delete them. Like if you do not want this section, you can either delete it, or you could hide it, meaning that you could come back later and add it back if you wanted to. Okay. Any questions about any of that?
I do. The logo, you said it's small. Is there a specific size we need to make it, or will it reshape it, or how
It
do
will
we
not
deal with that?
reshape it. Yeah. And are you guys seeing my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you'll just, it's because it's in a header, which is really skinny, you can see it's going to be like that shape. So I would just, like if you're using, like my kids' activities blog one is square or round, that is not going to work really well in that unless it's super, super small. So you know how sometimes you make a logo that's kind of longer. You may want to just write out something, or you may want to even, I'm just saying you're going to be a little limited because it needs to be, not super tall, if that makes sense.
Do we have the dimensions for that? So
Yeah,
we
that's
could
what I was
go
looking
into
for.
I can definitely
Canva
have,
and
yes, I can definitely have them add that. Yeah. But
that way we go into Canva and redesign one specifically for that header.
yes. I can have them add just like we did on the other pictures within the product, is give you an idea of what the aspect ratio is. Yeah. So anyway, these things, and then you can see you can add these other things in here if you want to. Oh, Sandy said she lost her control of that. All right. Any other questions about that? All right. I am going to thank you for joining us on Feature Friday. And those of you who are here will keep on going for anyone who wants to stay.